So much energy, all of the energy. It's late here in which I am doing this video, but energy, all the energy, every ounce of energy out there. And while I may look like a mad scientist due to the state of my hair, energy. Also, hello everybody, I am your friendly neighborhood INFP, and today we are going to talk to you about the love languages of the ENTJs. I don't know why I let in that slightly evil laugh, but yeah, it's in there now and I'm not taking it out. So, let us continue with the love languages. I'm going slightly wired here. Love languages of ENTJs. Starting off with, I would want to say words of affirmation. From what I know about ENTJs, especially those who are in the more healthier states of mind, they are going to want to motivate and help you along and bring you about your proper path in life. They see that potential in you. They see the things that you can do. They see the long-term plans. If you just input these little things, you will succeed and conquer the world. Okay, I could have done a better evil laugh, but continuing on. They have a kind of similar but more brutally honest belief in you than an ENFJ, who will go about it a bit differently than an ENTJ will. An ENTJ is not going to be pulling their punches. They're not going to be walking around on tiptoes, tiptoeing through the tulips, or, just try not to step on glass. No. They're gonna bulldoze through and try and motivate and help you on your way to get to where you need to go, and they will motivate you to do it, and they will be there, especially if they care about you, every step of the way, which is why I would put words of affirmation first for ENTJs, which is why I don't think a lot of people would expect that of them. But here we are. Next up, we have, I would like to say, a quality time. ENTJs do not want to spend the time around doing frivolous things, or things that have no meaning, or things that have just a kind of shallow representation of that which could be. They want to spend quality time with you. They want to make sure that they can understand you, you can understand them, although they can make that both easy or difficult, depending on which side of them you're dealing with at any given moment. Usually, they're going to be quite honest about quite a lot of things because they don't have time to be putting up a bunch of other things that other people would be putting up, if you will. So, the quality time with the ENTJ is going to be things that have interesting, deep conversations, deep topics. They want to know the inner psyche in a kind of different way. They want to see things in a very expansive way, in a way that they can figure out where do they stand, where does that person stand, how they can be around them, and they'll be like, the quality time around them will be such where you can talk about things that you wouldn't talk about with other people, and they'll answer with not feeling bad. All the awkward conversations, all the things that you would never dare ask anybody else, you can ask an ENTJ. In fact, the ENTJ will be, quite frankly, honored that you ask them such awkward things, just because that tells them that you are getting close, or if not already super close. They like hearing the strange, the weird, the deep, the interesting, the not so frivolous type of stuff, if you will. They may actually, in fact, want to know how messed up certain fairies or other mythological creatures are, because they may just find that fascinating. Or, they might want to learn how to drown a person in a boat and get away with murder, but that's another story altogether. Those topics are left for the more darker humor and those types of things. But regardless, quality time, that's where I'm going to put second after words of affirmation. Then comes gifts. Once again, ENTJs are going to be the ones that, like, while the first two are like the highest, the gifts are going to be there next, because they will enjoy both receiving things and they will both enjoy giving things, but maybe not as much as like the first two, which is why they're above. They have this thing where if they know a person, if they know what can help them, if they know, or if a person knows them, they like, so in the sense of receiving gifts first, they like knowing that a person understands them. So when you give them a very personalized gift that goes a little bit deeper than a kind of shallow, here, have this bauble or whatever, but if it was like, no, here, have this bauble that represents the inner workings of what it is you're interested in, that they're going to care a whole lot more about than just random bauble of random thing they're interested in. They are going to love getting gifts that are highly personalized, highly dedicated towards them, that have shown that the person has put thought into them and the things that they actually like, rather than just be like, oh, well, here, I know you like this, so I'm just going to give you this generic thing that's sort of what you like, but it doesn't go any deeper than that. Those kind of gifts are kind of about, but like once it gets deeper into it, they really appreciate that. And in turn, they will often reciprocate that same feeling, especially with those they're close to, in which they will get something that is super personal to the person that they care about, like, are around. And so they'll bring in the gift, whatever it may be, that is personal, that shows that they like them just as much as that person likes them, and whether it be friendship or otherwise. Next up, we have, I would put, physical touch. Physical touch is sometimes what they crave, depending on how much their seed decides to spike up. I don't know a lot of ENTJs that are super touchy, not like an ESFP is or an ESFJ is or some other types out there. They're not the super huggy, touchy types of people. Yes, they will hug. Yes, they will, have the things that they enjoy in the physical aspect of things. But they're not going to go and kiss a random stranger on the cheek or hug a random stranger out of their own free will unless it's an obligation that they have to follow through with. They leave their hugs and their kisses and all of that for the people who they are actually a lot closer and intimate with than just some random person here and there. So this is partly why I would put physical touch fourth. The other reason is because acts of services would be last and physical touch has to go somewhere, so it is going fourth. And speaking of acts of services, ENTJs do not like doing it. They like motivating you. They like seeing where it is you're going to go. They like being there with you and giving deep talks with you and spending that time with you and presenting you with quality things. But they are most certainly not the person who will go, oh, no, let me do that for you. Oh, no, let me take care of that for you. Oh, no, let me do that for you. No, I will do all of this on your behalf. No, that would drive them crazy because, once again, they're looking for your potential, and the best way to get you to your potential is to help you to your potential and not do and take away from something that may inhibit your pathway to achieving said potential that you're trying to get to. And of course, they want somebody who is more of a partner who they can do things together with, and not somebody who just automatically goes and does things for you because that is their love language, because it's often not. It's, you know, way there at the bottom. They're mostly going to be caring about seeing you grow, teaching you, motivating you, helping you throughout life in that kind of aspect. But in the phrase of give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, you'll feed him for a lifetime. ENTJs are not the give a man a fish people. They are more of the teach a man to fish type of people. And people who like to serve are often the ones who are like, give a man a fish. And ENTJs are like, no, 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 teach a man to fish. And there are problems and benefits with kind of both sides, but I tend to lean more on the side of the ENTJ way of thinking. But that is going to be it for today's video. Do tell me what you think about it, and I am way too wired. And also, if you could help me out and caress that like, share, and subscribe button, that'd be wonderful. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.